So I just woke up. In this video, I'm going to talk about 2026 goals. We usually call them resolutions, but sometimes we don't always resolve things in this year. Sometimes we plan for things and, set the blueprint that way it can be fulfilled next year, or just starting it. If you barely start something and you have the expectations or the idea of having it finished by the following year or 2 years or whatever the case might be, that's a good goal. That is what we like to call a long-term goal that you are constantly working at, whether that's fitness, whether that's skin, whether that's your hair. As you guys can see, I got a haircut and I dyed it. Here's a picture of what it looked like when it was bleached. It was like a calico looking type hair. One of my friends said she really liked it and was really jealous that I could get it like that on the first try. I didn't have to bleach it more than just once. And yeah, it looked kind of cool actually. But I like the auburn color. Shout out to Sadie Sink for being a goddess with that type of hair. But yeah, 2026 is gonna be a good year. We gotta manifest it. We can't be like, oh, it's just another shitty year. No, let's go into 2026 thinking it's gonna be a good year. Let's make efforts for it to be a good year. Even if things around us aren't that great, we can still do good things like going to the gym, eating healthy, drinking plenty of water, because we need to stay hydrated, bitches. We need to stay hydrated. We cannot be getting dehydrated and just not looking our best for 2026. With that being said, this year, going to the gym is it's a good goal of mine. I'm also gonna be striving to think more positive, even when the things that are being thrown at me are not so positive. It's more negative. And yeah, like I just want to strive to be more of a positive person, because there's a lot of negativity in the world and that's really harmful for my mental health and for everyone else. So if you're watching this video and sometimes you just, I don't know, you're a bit more negative or you react negatively to things that are negative towards you, maybe take a step back and try to find a positive. And with that being said, our next segment into this video is the big goals. So one of my big goals this year is to hit 10K on my TikTok, and to hit at least 2,000, maybe 3,000 subscribers on this account. It's a big goal. I know. But with your help, if you see this video, just hitting the sub button, liking, commenting, sharing goes a long ways. If you enjoy, skincare, hair care type videos, fashion, some advice, maybe, let me know in the comments what you want to see from me. I've been watching like motivational stuff lately, or like what I wish I would have done in my 20s, or I don't know, something in that category. So if you are, you're just reaching your 20s or you're 19 or 18 and you want some actual good advice, drop it in the comments and I will do my best to get to it. I know I haven't been posting a whole lot. We had a couple shitty things that happened last year that were kind of negative and took a toll on my mental health. But I am back. 2026. I'm not going to say will be our year. I'm going to say 2026 will be my highlight of the year. If that makes sense. It probably didn't. Next thing is I want to get a stable income, a good job, save money, not spend it on food and shit. We're going to get to that. But I want to save it so that I can get myself in an apartment by myself. And then just a little bit later, I want to be able to financially have my mom, because she has worked and she's struggling with, bills, and rent just keeps going up. And we had our EBT funds cut down to $63, and it's usually like $120. So yeah, we're going to be struggling for food this year. But, if your boy locks in a good job, we're going to be able to take care of that. My next goal is no more sugar. I've been drinking a lot of Gatorade. I hear Body Armor is really good for like de-bloating and stuff. So I'm going to try that shit out. I've been a very addict of sweet tea. I think I might have mentioned that in my videos. I just love sweet tea. Sweet tea is life. I like Golden Peak tea. I like McDonald's tea. I like sweet tea in general. So yeah, this year, no sweet tea. It's going to be hard. I was in the store yesterday and I was getting some dinner and stuff, and I was like, man, a good sweet tea would just, ooh, that would taste so good. But I was like, no, I have to keep myself accountable. Got myself 2 of these. The other one's right here. So that's one thing is I'm going to work on is no sugar. So if I drink coffee, no sugar. If I want something else to drink, it has to have no sugar in it. And so the other option is water. Water does not have sugar. It doesn't need sugar. If you put sugar in your water, there's something wrong with you. Why not just drink a soda or drink tea or lemonade or whatever? Like, don't be putting sugar in your water. That's disgusting, actually. And it defeats the whole purpose of drinking water. If you want flavored water, then you can go for like those Kool-Aid packets or Powerade squeezable things or whatever. But yeah, this year is going to be hopefully a good one. There's going to be some bad events. I know, right? We all have shit that gets thrown at us, but it's not what gets thrown at you. It's how you handle it. If you handle it in a more of a positive mindset, you're going to feel a little bit better. You're going to be able to navigate through that shit a little bit more comfortably, confidently, and consistently. Those are 3 big C's. I'm going to put them on the screen: confident, consistent, and comfortably. And that's what this year is going to be. I'm going to move through 2026 confidently. I'm going to move through 2026 comfortably. I'm going to move through 2026 consistently. That's what the You're going to have to excuse me. I literally just woke up, wet my hair, and did my skincare. So, yeah. But again, 2026, it's just the beginning, and we're going to go through it one step at a time. So again, if you want to follow that journey with fitness as well, I'm going to start when it gets just a little bit warmer, going outside for runs and going to the gym once I get that stable income, paying for that gym membership so I can go work out, because I'm tired of looking like a twig. And just a little segment in this part here. It's not the main part, but I do want to mention mental health awareness. The event that I told you about that happened last year, my cousin, Gabe, this is what he looked like. This is a picture, like a memorial shirt for him. He was struggling through mental health. He was going to the gym. He was working out. He was driving. He was doing all these activities and stuff, but he just wasn't happy. So I think without having to say what he did, yeah, he's no longer with us. He's up in heaven. And so my goal for 2026 is to do something for him. Do something in memory. Do something that I would be too scared to do. So working out is not one that I would be scared of, but it's one on the list that I'm going to really strive for. And each rep I do, I will be thinking about him and thinking of, what an amazing journey I'm going to have. And at the end of it, I'm going to show before and after. And that the end results, not the end, but my goal for that segment, it will be all for him. The next thing I want to learn how to do is drive. I've been terrified of driving. It's a fear of mine. But if my cousin Gabe could do it, I can do it, right? And so that's what I want to do. And so if you are struggling with mental health and you're not feeling happy, maybe talk to a friend, find some activities that will make you happy, and just take one day at a time. Don't rush the process, all right? It's a journey for a reason. You're not going to be happy immediately, but once you start doing more things, I think it will make you just a little bit more happier each and every day. And maybe you are happy and you're going through something similar to me. Reach out to a therapist, a best friend, maybe parents or a pastor or something like that, or go on social media. Sometimes people can be ruthless, but you will find good people like myself. So if you are struggling or you have the same story as me, you can leave it in the comments. It's a safe space. I promise you. If there are any hateful comments in the comment section, I will be removing those. But other than that, this is the end of the video. Just strive to be your best self in 2026. Don't beat yourself up if you don't meet your expectations. Don't beat yourself up if you make a mistake, okay? Just be kind to yourself. That's what I'm going to try to do, because I feel like I set a goal for myself and then I don't accomplish it, or I don't accomplish it to what I wanted to, and I beat myself up when I say, man, I suck. I'm a loser. I'm pathetic. And I shouldn't be doing that. I should be saying, you did your best. Let's work a little bit harder on this goal for the next time. It's all right. Chill out. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that sub button. Follow my TikTok, comment, share the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.